going on in that stomach right now?
Some butterflies, but it's normal. You know, I'm very excited to be a part of the postseason.
We're going to have to bring it to really make a statement in the playoffs. Our goal is to prove a lot of people wrong.
Steph Curry fires away. The sense of anticipation has been building.
Playoff basketball is back. This crowd, they are so fired up.
Let's go! Darius Garland over the timeline from midcourt to win it.
Oh my God! I cannot believe this!
Impossible!
Absolute dime.
Uh-oh! Here we go! Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Putting some muscle in his hustle. Puts it up. Welcome to the NBA playoffs.
I know we're not supposed to talk about repeating, but like, let's do it again.
One of the most intriguing matchups this postseason is going to be the Bucks and the Pacers. Of course, it's a rematch of the first round last year when the Pacers won in 6 games, but the Bucks didn't play in any games with Giannis. Milwaukee heads into this postseason missing Dame. They're unsure when he is going to return. He's been sidelined since March 18th with a blood clot here. So, Shams, what's the latest on his status for this first round?
Malika, sources tell me Damian Lillard will be out to start the NBA playoffs. The Bucks play Game 1 against the Pacers on Saturday in Indianapolis. He has made significant progress, though, with that blood clot in his calf. I'm told doctors are seeing that clot shrinking by the day. He's also increasing his activity on the court this week. There is some optimism that he could get cleared as the playoffs move on, but the fact that he even has a chance just goes to show like how early they detected the blood clot, the treatment with it, but his status obviously in question. He will be out to start the NBA playoffs.
Udonis, this is personal in some ways for you. You've dealt with blood clots during your career. You've shared with us how that impacted you. When you hear that, okay, he's out for the beginning of the playoffs, but he's already making improvement, what do you think of this?
I mean, I understand he's making improvement, but the thing about blood clots is once the clot shrinks, the impact of taking the blood thinners while you're going through the process, how's he going to recover from that? Can it be physical? Can he take a hit? Can he take a scratch? Can he take a cut? Those are the things that after the blood clot shrinks, a couple months after that, you still have to be careful because you've been taking those blood thinners for so long. I don't know if he comes back this first round. That's all. I'm just being honest. I don't know if he comes back this first round, possibly a second round.
I never played in the NBA. I did have a blood clot once, and there are very strict rules for a very good reason. Having said that, Giannis's play over the last few weeks since Dame went down has been inspired. He reminds me of kind of like 2000s LeBron, where that Cavs team wasn't really built out, and so LeBron did everything. I mean, we already know that Giannis can handle the ball and play center. He's been playing point guard since Dame went down. He's averaging almost 10 assists a game, leading them in almost every relevant statistical category. And so I would put nothing past Giannis, but the people who know this more than anybody are the Pacers. They know that Giannis is going to be required to do this. And so from the first moment of Game 1, they're going to try to tire him out. Right. And even if it takes 6 or 7 games, the Pacers' strategy is going to be to use their speed and their stamina and their depth against Giannis and the Bucks.
What do the Pacers do, right? They pressure guys full court, and that's what they're going to do to Giannis. And a huge part of the Milwaukee Bucks offense is that pick and roll, that pick and pop between between Damian Lillard and Brook Lopez. Can a Herculean Giannis effort win you a series?
Yes, for sure. It definitely can. I don't know if it can win them this series because they struggle in transition defense. This is something that Indiana does very well. They push the ball up and down the court for 48 minutes. But yes, a full-fledged, 100% healthy Giannis can win you one playoff series.
Yeah, and then if you win this series, you run into the Cavaliers, we would think, on the other side of this, and that would be a very difficult task without a fully healthy Bucks squad that we really haven't seen them healthy in the playoffs since they last won a title. So we're hopeful that we get to see Damian Lillard here soon. Shams, you've been busy this morning. You've had a heck of a morning of reporting. News out of New Orleans, you reported as well. Hall of Famer Joe Dumars finalizing a deal to become the Pelicans' new president of basketball operations here. Of course, Dumars has been with the league office as the executive vice president of basketball operations. But I think everyone thinks back to Zion Williamson, right? He's only been available in 45% of games since he's come to New Orleans. How will this hire impact Zion?
Zion Williamson has had one head of basketball operations since he's been drafted, and that's David Griffin. So this is a complete shift. This is someone new that's going to be coming in to run this Pelicans organization. Expect some very candid conversations between Joe Dumars once he is officially in the mix and Zion Williamson. They're going to have a sit-down eventually. We saw during this regular season, Zion Williamson was suspended during the season for tardiness. And as a face of the franchise, this is something around the Pelicans. They know professionalism, the increase of that is going to be necessary for Zion Williamson. And we know Joe Dumars' history. He's a 3-time champion as a player with the Pistons, those old 80s, 90s Pistons. He's a championship executive in 2004. So he's going to bring a different level of authority and accountability, I think, in New Orleans. This is a different figure coming into this organization.
From about 2000-ish to 2004, I'm not sure there's been an executive who's had a hotter run than Joe Dumars did. From the acquisitions that he made, the contracts that he signed, picking players who ended up overachieving, making smart moves, it set the Pistons up to a championship run. They made several different finals. They made, I think, the conference finals 6 straight years. And then from about the mid-2000s till the end of his tenure in Detroit, everything he did turned to coal. It was crazy how he was so hot and then went so cold. And some of it is fortune on both ends. He has demonstrated that he is superior at the job, and he's demonstrated how hard the job is. The most important thing I think you can say about Joe Dumars is he will walk into the building with instantaneous respect right through the organization. And so that doesn't make Zion Williamson healthy, but that should make Zion Williamson pay attention. And that is what one of the biggest struggles with him has been.
Absolutely.
Let's go.
Anybody that's willing to help in any way, shape, or form.
Oh, bounce pass, bounce pass.
To bring it back to that magic that it once was, it means everything to us. Because every single person that lost something, all they want to do is go home. They just want to go home.
Lakers on me, Lakers on 3. 1, 2, 3, Lakers!
I believe in the perpetual goodness of the vast majority of people. And that's what I'm trying to do right now. Whatever goodness I have personally, I'm trying to let that goodness through.
The Los Angeles fires have affected so many, including our 2 guests that we have here on NBA Today. George, who is 7 years old, and his father. How old are you, George? 8 years old, because your birthday was how many days ago?
2.
It was 2 days ago. He just turned 8 years old, and you lost your home in the Palisades fire. And so you came here to NBA Today because your favorite team is who?
The Lakers.
The Los Angeles Lakers. And you wanted to shoot some hoops with Udonis Haslem. He was pretty good, UD, earlier.
Quick learner.
He was a very fast learner. He had a nice shot. He was hitting them. We got it right here. Right off the glass. What did you think of that?
It was pretty good.
It was pretty good. I would agree with that. What do you think, Nick?
Oh, I mean, great teacher, Mr. Haslem.
When you have a multi-time champion teaching you, it's pretty fail-safe. It goes pretty well. And we understand here. You're a fan of Los Angeles Lakers. Your favorite player is who?
Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic. And before that, before Luka came to LA.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. So we're a big fan here of the Los Angeles Lakers. And you came here, you came here because you wanted to see the show and see NBA Today. But we also heard a story that there was a jersey that you owned that you lost in the fires. Nick, can you tell us what happened there?
Yeah, it's a jersey that we've had for a long time, signed by Robert Horry, Big Shot Rob, Lakers legend. And unfortunately, we didn't bring it out along with the rest of our things. And it's just one of the many things that we miss.
Well, you thought you were coming here to hang out with us on NBA Today, and we loved having you here, but we also wanted to make sure that we could do a very, very small part in helping you to rebuild. And so we have Robert Horry here in studio with a jersey just for you, George.
What's up, George? How you doing, brother?
Hi, Robert.
How you doing, man? How you doing,
It is just for you.
You think you can wear this?
You think
well, get up, man. Let's try this on real quick. Let's see if this will fit.
Let's see this jersey. Because we thought that it would be very special for you to not just have the jersey, but to meet the man and the legend behind it and make sure that we get it signed here for you.
So that way you can know it's officially signed by me. I'm going to do it right here in front of you. Where's my pen? I got it right here.
We got to do it right here in front of everybody.
So I'm going to sign it for you right here. You know, I'm kind of old. I'm going to get down on one knee to do this. I can still get down. All right. Turn around.
There's a lot of rings on this set right now, Malika.
I mean,
I was gonna say, Brian.
I'm about to ask, after George get an autograph, can I get one too?
Yeah, exactly.
I ain't never met. This is my first time meeting you too, OG.
Robert Horry, is there anything that you wanted to make sure you asked or say to Robert Horry while he's here in studio with us?
So much.
Oh man, give me a hug, man. Give me a hug. Thank you for owning one of my jerseys. You know, I play with a lot of greats, and the fact that you chose mine means a lot to me. So, thank you.
That's dope.
George, Nick, thank you so much for stopping by NBA Today. And Big Shot Bob, I could not thank you enough for coming in and for doing this for these
I got to do it.
our friends here on NBA Today. George, thank you so very much. We hope that this can make it back up on your wall, along with the picture that we're going to take in the break for you to make sure that we get it framed. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Robert, thank you so much. All right, so let's do a little fill in the blank. We have given you the very best in marker board technology to be able to execute this. I just got one for you here because I think everyone is leaning on the Golden State Warriors probably to win this one. So Ja Morant must do what? He has to do what for the Memphis Grizzlies to win?
Oh, this is scary music.
Pressure's on, Brian. All right, what do you got, Brian?
Star.
He has to star for them to win? All right.
Be a star.
I'm in the same vein. I'm going with, well, yeah, this is supposed to be a light bulb, but I'm going with shine. He needs to shine for them to win.
I got dominate on both ends.
Dominate on both ends to win this play-in game tonight. Our most special guest of the day back with us here, our star, George. George, thank you as always. We appreciate you stopping by. You're welcome on the show anytime. Anytime. High five, my friend.
Appreciate you, George.
Enjoy the play-in game tonight, sir. We'll see you tomorrow.